What is up, everybody? My name is Alex. Welcome back to some more Persona 3 FPS. Well, Persona 3 Portable. So used to saying FPS. Anyways, guys, in the last episode, we got our Persona, and we figured out about Tartarus, what lies in the dark hour from our school. And basically, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to save. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I never saved after recording the last episode, and it's already uploaded as I recorded this video. So basically, let's get started. And to get started, you already have your party assembled. So what we're going to do is go up to the entrance of Tartarus, and we are definitely ready. So we're in the first block of Tartarus.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
Can you all hear me?
Whoa, is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my Persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it.
Roger that.
Why is she always like that?
Well, why are you getting an attitude, Yukari? Fucking bitch. Let's begin. Keep in mind, these are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now, see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around on this floor. Alright, this is some fucked up screen, dude. Holy shit. Alright, let's get this. Got some medicine. Holy shit, what is wrong with the camera, dude? I can't fuck with the camera. Watch out, I detect the shadow in front of you. Move in and hit it before it attacks you. Press the X button to use your weapon. And if you can hit an enemy before it hits you, then you'll have the advantage at the start of the battle.
Takeba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
No, I think I'm good. I can explain this to these guys.
Then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Alright, so you're gonna tell me anyways. Alright, so basically, guys, this is the battle sequence. I'm gonna explain it to you guys since we're gonna explore this place a lot, and I want you guys to get a thorough explanation of what everything does, because these guys, I mean, they can explain it, I'm not gonna let them waste their time. Alright, so tactics is the first thing. What we're gonna do is set these guys to direct commands. This is a Persona 3 portable thing, and a Persona 4 golden thing. So we can basically direct our teammates, okay? So the gist of that meaning is that we can control them. So before you ever get started, whenever you unlock a new character, and you go on Tartarus with them, always make it so you are directly commanding them. Now, no, you cannot do this in Persona 3 FPS or Persona 3, so you're gonna have to deal with their retardedness. And now, items, you can basically use your items you need to like heal, get SP up. So your skills, these are your two skills, bash, there's some cost, your health points, and then I think Agi, like, I don't know if it's spirits points or like, I don't know what the hell it is. It's SP though, so I'm gonna call it spirit points. And then you have your attack feature, you have defense, so if you want to guard and attack, because some bosses will actually want you to use your defense. Your personas, or when you get more personas, you can, we'll talk about that more when we get more personas. And so yeah, so let's start off, and I'm just gonna use Agi because here's the tip: everything on this floor is basically weak to Agi. They basically set you up to basically all-out attack everything on this floor and get 3 XP. So yeah, he's an all-out attack, and you export the enemy's weakness to all enemies. You can get what's called all-out attack, and you can do a shitload of damage. Sometimes you don't even need all-out attacks, so be careful with when you're choosing your all-out attacks and when you're not. That's just one of the better tips I can give you. There should be a staircase in your mind. If you see it, a staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. I can't allow you to go any higher today, but please remember that next time. Oh, I see how we can change the angle. I have to use my trigger buttons. There's another shadow ahead of you. You'll be at a disadvantage if the enemy gets the first hit in, so try to surprise your opponent's initiative first. You already said that, Mitsuru, so I don't need to repeat that. Alright, so that was super easy. As I
Now's a
said,
good
they're
time.
all
Do you
weak
wanna-
to Augie on this floor.
The enemy.
I'm just gonna ignore the fuck whatever you're saying, sir, because I don't want to get shit. So basically, we're just gonna Augie
You
literally
attacked
everything
the
on
enemies.
this
We
floor.
get them.
We'll also use Augie on these. Because once you, if there's one or two, if there's more than one enemy, you have to, as I said, get the weakness for everything, for every enemy, an all-out attack. And sometimes you can get an all-out attack, well, basically you can knock them over, and you can get an all-out attack off of that. But that's not always certain, and I would never always go for that. But, so yeah, we're just gonna, holy shit. I'm definitely not used to the camera angles on this game. Holy shit. So yeah, it's just the same thing over and over again.
Then
No, it's not necessary. Shut the fuck up, Mitsuru. Okay, there we go. That's just the gist of combat.
again.
You're always gonna want to have SP and HP attack dealers on your team because you're gonna run low on SP. You're also gonna run low on health. So basically, the gist of it is like, hey, if I'm running low on SP, and Kari can heal your teammates. So I think they're gonna actually say that like really close up here. But okay, so. Here's a tip. Get the pixie when you get this. Whenever you see the pixie at the start of the thing, always get the pixie, because there we go, got it. You'll get used to those. You might not be so good at it at the start if you're not like if you're not used to the game and it's your first time. But I've played Persona games for like years now, so it's really not that hard for me to like get what I need. So, I think there's been one enemy over here. There is a map, so we can always listen to that. Yeah, we got this guy. They're really making these guys the easiest spots. When you're actually like,
Shadow, there may this back.
when you're basically like getting to the higher floors, it's gonna be a lot harder to get like the first hit. Like sometimes like higher floors, I'm usually good at getting the first hit.
The enemy
Sometimes there's even
Keep
times
going.
where I can't even get the first hit. So it generally depends on your reactions. Like if they're coming at you and stuff, the first hit. But although early floors, they're gonna let you get used to it. Like they're not gonna like dish out so much damage to you that you're gonna die off every time they hit onto you. It's very basic stuff. I want next mana, so we're looking at this. It's this one. I'm sorry, never mind. What the fuck am I talking about? So basically, we just got like 3 personas. Next fight, I'm gonna show you. There is another fight. I'm not too sure if there is. Oh my god, walls. Alright, so basically, since there's already enemies, worry about why don't you split up and search individually, blah blah blah. So, you use your square button, you can order your teams to split up. You're not really gonna do that much though.
Spread out and proceed individually.
We're gonna follow Yukari, because why not?
Okay.
Let's see here.
Loot! Check out my fat loot!
Alright, he got some loot, so he usually gets loot. We're gonna group up again.
Everyone, return to the leader.
And then we're gonna go use the access point. So, alright, so they have nothing to say. And also, like, hold on, let me see what. She can't fucking heal people right now. What the fuck? Alright, so, Yukari will get to the point where she can heal people and stuff. So, now that's all we can really do. So we're just gonna return to the entrance, and that's your first run with Tartarus. Easy as that. And it seems you've returned to the entrance.
Welcome back.
At least.
So, how was it?
No problem. That was like the easiest thing in my life.
Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power.
I like how he says that, even though I was the only one doing anything.
Damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry though, you'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
In any event, by combining your powers with your teams, you were able to stand against in the shadows. You feel a bond form between yourselves. You felt the power of your heart intensify as if in the reaction to the bond between your friends. Alright, yeah, let's level up in the Full Arcana, so that's ranking up your social links, so that's nice. Just like Yukari and Junpei, you feel tired as well. You decide that it would be best to return to your dorm and rest. And in the early stages of the game, you will definitely have this effect. Like, you're not going to want to stay in Tartarus that long. You're going to actually have effects of your teammates being really tired, fatigued. But as you climb the floors and get used to your team and gets used to everything, you're going to generally, like, get used to it. You're gradually going to get used to it. And you will be able to stay in Tartarus longer. But that's why Tartarus is a really big priority, and I'm going to tell you what days you're going to want to do it on. So, hey, you're young, right? Yeah, why? Yeah, I knew it. I heard from Jimmy that you're pretty close with Yukari, so what's up with that? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not looking for someone with a little more experience anyways. By the way, I'm Kenji Tomochiga. There's a morning assembly, so we better get hurry. Fuck, dude.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
3D.
Thank you.
Nice.
So, she did get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
Wait, what the fuck? We're hanging out with the most popular chick from school that kills shadows. Alright,
You can say that again. There's like some kind of aura around her. Besides, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
As I
Yeah, I
begin
guess
my
so.
term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school. However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives to accommodate this lofty goal. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions, to imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you. That is the key. I'm certain that many of you have your own visions of the future. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, ideas, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Nice speech. She can actually talk.
Dang, that was freaking amazing. So,
Yeah.
do you have any idea what you just said?
What the fuck? So he said the speech was amazing, and then it goes on to saying, hey, I don't know what the hell she was saying. Yeah, I wasn't listening.
You're such a rebel.
I don't know if that's what I am, but yeah. I guess I can be a rebel, why not? Alright, today we'll be going over Alright, so I'm just gonna doze off. I really don't care about staying awake today, so yeah, let's doze off. Your conscience drifts away as you close your eyes and you start to feel better. Your condition is now great, as the frosted flake guy would say, the tiger or whatever. Great. Alright, as of today, you will be able to use your time as well as you wish. If you establish social links, you may blah 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 blah. Alright, I'll be back in a second.